Right, welcome back to another game of Precision Baseball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of Precision Baseball. In this game, we're going to finish off the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings of this game between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. At the moment, we're heading to the top of the 6th inning. It's 3-2, Cincinnati over Pittsburgh. We're at Great American Ballpark. This is played March 30th, 2023, with as-played lineups. The difference in the game was a 2-run homer from Jason Bosler. Also 2 home runs from back-to-back homers from Pittsburgh in the first inning. Gave them a 2-0 lead. On the mound is Hunter Green for Cincinnati and Mitch Keller still out there for Pittsburgh. Hunter Green will face off against Carlos Santana, Canaan Smith-Njigba, and Ke'Bryan Hayes. So let's get this one ready to rock and roll and finish the last part of this game. This will come off Carlos Santana's card. A 321 against a right-hander is going to be a fly ball. That fly goes out to center field, and no problem in center field, as TJ Friedel makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Canaan Smith-Njigba, left-handed batter. It's a -1 against righties, so not great. And this is going to come off the pitcher card. 278 against a lefty is going to be a line drive. That goes to 216. So that's a liner to left field, and that's caught by the left fielder. That is Will Benson on the liner. And that'll be 2 down in the inning. Ke'Bryan Hayes is 1 for 2. He had a single back in the first inning. This is a 6 against righties. He is a 1-8 for control. So that's going to come off of Ke'Bryan Hayes' card. 607 against a righty is going to be a strikeout. So 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Green and another strikeout. That's a 0 for them. He stays there for the strikeout, and then he actually gets a +1 on his stamina for the 1-2-3 inning. So good job by Hunter Green. He has been very effective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks in 6 innings now, and it'll be bottom of the 6th inning. Cincinnati with a 1-run lead. They'll send up the bottom of the order: Spencer Steer, Will Benson, and Jose Barrero against Mitch Keller. Steer is a +2 against righties. So that makes him a 1-6 to control. So it's off the pitcher. A 9-11 is going to be a hit, as Mitch Keller leaves another ball out over the plate. 0-69 will be a single, and that is a ground ball down the right field line, as it gets right past the first baseman into right field. Spencer Steer, he is a 0. The right fielder is Njigba, Smith-Njigba. He's a +1. So I'm not going to try to go to second on that. Steer takes a big turn, and he is going to head back to the bag. Let's see about the lead for Spencer Steer. 538 is a normal lead. There's no pickoff attempt. And it's Will Benson to the plate. Benson is 0 for 2. Here he's going to get the upper hand. This will come off his card. 146 against a righty is going to be a fly ball. And that goes out to left field. No problem in left, as Brian Reynolds makes the catch on the fly ball. We'll see about any advancement. Let's see, fly ball to left field with a runner at first. 592, that's going to be in the red. So no runner advancement there on a shortish fly ball. And that's going to bring up Jose Barrero He's 0 for 2. So Keller to Barrero. It's going to come off of Keller's card. A 287 against a right-hander is going to be another fly ball. This one goes to the second baseman. So popped up to second base in short right field. The second baseman is Bei Ji Huan, and he's going to make the catch. P4 on the putout, no chance to advance on a pop-up, so don't have to check that. And it's going to bring up Jonathan India, the #1 hitter. He has been on base once. He struck out in his last at-bat. He's a 1-6 for control, so he's going to control the at-bat. 7-11 against a right-hander is going to be a walk. So India on in the 6th with a walk. It's going to put 2 runners on base. So runners at first and second. That actually knocks Keller down. We're going to go out for a mound visit, and that will bring him back up to a 2. Hopefully that'll help him get through this 6th inning. It'll be TJ Friedl to the plate. He's a left-handed batter. He's 0 for 2. He does have a walk himself. And this will be off of Keller's card. A 982 is not good. That's going to be a hit for Friedl. And a 918 is really not good, as he leaves that one out over the plate. And Cincinnati with another long fly ball. This is a line drive into the stands in left field. And TJ Friedl with the opposite field home run. That's going to be a 3-run shot, and that's going to be the end of the day for Mitch Keller. Man, as Cincinnati tacks on to their lead, it's now a 4-run lead. And that makes the score 6-2. That's going to be the end of the line for Mitch Keller. So let's go ahead and get a new pitcher in for Pittsburgh. All right, the new pitcher is going to be Jose Hernandez. He's a left-handed pitcher, but he does get righties out at a pretty good clip. He's replacing Mitch Keller, who goes 5 2/3, gives up 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Hernandez is going to come up and face Jake Fraley, Tyler Stevenson, and Jason Bosler. Fraley on the day is 1 for 3. He had a single his last time up. A 19 will be off Hernandez. That's a 571, and that's going to be a strikeout. So that will end the inning. But Cincinnati puts a crooked number on the board, and we head to the top of the 7th inning. It is 6-2. Cincinnati. Pittsburgh looking for some offense. Not getting a whole lot against Hunter Green, who has started with a 23 stamina. He's only at a 12 right now. He'll face Jack Sawinski, Ji Hwan Bae, and Austin Hedges. Sawinski against a righty is going to be a 1-8 for control. So his card 256 will be a fly ball as he gets under this one. 216, that's out to left field, and the catch is made in left field by Will Benson. That'll be out number 1 as Zawinski goes down. He's now 0 for 3. Bei Ji Huan comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2. He had a single and a stolen base back in the 1st inning. This is a 3. This will come off of his card. Let me see. Yep, comes off his card. So 585 against a right-hander is going to be a strikeout. So another strikeout for Hunter Green. I believe that makes 9 for the game. 8 or 9. Maybe 8. And Austin Hedges to the plate is 0 for 2. This will come off of Hedges' card. 080. It's going to be a grounder to the third baseman. No problem at third base. As Spencer Steer with a good pick and a good throw And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Green, who puts up another 0 in the 7th. And Cincinnati dominating this game 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. For Cincinnati, it'll be Stevenson, Bosler, and Myers against Jose Hernandez, who has only faced one. He's still at a 4 stamina. 13 is going to be against a lefty is a +1. So a 1-9, so that's off the pitcher. 905 is going to be a hit for Stevenson. This is a 941, and wouldn't you know it, Tyler Stevenson goes yard again. This time it's off the pole, down the left field line as he shoots it. Does it stay fair? It does. It hits the pole, and Tyler Stevenson with his 4th hit of the day, his 2nd home run. And just one of those days for Tyler Stevenson, as he's having a magical time of it out there in Cincinnati on opening day. Brings up Jason Bosler. Bosler also with a home run. He doesn't have anything against left-handed pitching, so what we're going to do is we're going to go off of the pitcher card. So this is sort of null and void. 293 is going to be a fly ball. 034, that's a fly ball to first base, so a pop up to first. And 222, we don't have any special error checks for a 3 of a kind on checking the error, so that's going to be a P3. Maybe if anyone has any suggestions on what to do with that. So 1 down, 1 already in, and it's Will Myers to the plate. 7 against lefties, so they cancel each other out. So it's off the batter card. 952 against a left-hander is going to be a double. So Will Myers with the double. It's a blooper down the right field line as he hits one off the end of the bat and dumps it into right field. He's going to wind up with 2 bags on that. And Will Myers is at second base with only 1 out. Spencer Steer to the plate. Steer is 1 for 2. So this comes off Steer's card. 731 against a lefty is going to be a base hit. And that will be a ground ball into right field. It's going to push the runner to third. Let's see if he advances. They are aggressive going second to home, and his running is a +1. So second to home +1, and it's all going to be I guess that should be really a 2 to 5. So it's all going to be up to me to decide whether he wants to score or not. The right fielder is Smith and Jigba. He's a +1. The base runner is Will Myers. He's a +1. So when those things are equal, then it's on the base runner to score. They're aggressive, so we're just going to go ahead and send them. So we're coming out of this column here. 211 to an 840. He'll be safe at home. It's a 465, and he will be in there safely as he rounds second on the ground ball to right field. And he comes home to score, so Spencer Steer puts that one out into right field. That's his second hit of the game. And let's get a new pitcher for Pittsburgh. Okay, new pitcher is Dauri Moreta, and he'll be replacing Hernandez. Jose Hernandez. Hernandez goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs so far, but he's responsible for 1 more. No walks and 1 strikeout. So Moreta comes in, and he'll face off against Will Benson. Benson is a 0 against righties. Moreta is a -1, so that makes him a 1-9 for control. So this comes off the batter card. 740 against a righty is going to be a hit by pitch. So Moreta comes in and doinks the batter, and that's going to put 2 on with 1 out. They are needing a ground ball double play in the worst possible way. This comes off Barrero's card. A 154, they might get it here. That's going to be a ground ball. That goes to second base, and the second baseman is going to make the catch. Let's see what happens on the play. So second base, we have runners at first and second, so we're here. And an 886 is a 4-6 double play chance. So we're looking at the double play rating of the second baseman. Second baseman is Ji-hwan Bae. His double play rating is a -2. So let's see if they turn 2 on this. So we're looking at here, and -2 is here. So anything from a 31 to 210 is going to be an out. And they get it. 060 is going to be right there. Ji-hwan Bae with the tough turn. And he is able to turn 2. So we get 1 here. That'll be out number 2. And we're going to go 4-6-3. And just like that, the Pirates get out of it, but they do give up 2 more runs. It is 5-7-8 to 2. As Cincinnati keeps scoring in bunches. Pirates falling behind in each inning. We're going to send Hunter Green out there for the 8th, and he is at 11 for his stamina, pitching very well. O'Neal Cruz will stand in. He's a leadoff batter. He's over 3 with a couple of strikeouts. This comes off his card. A 666 for O'Neal Cruz is going to be in his strikeout range, but we have a play. Let me get my chart. All right. So we have our strikeouts, our highlight plays. Let me get to the strikeouts. All right, so we have our strikeouts for our highlight plays. A 668. Let's see. Sorry, my paper's stuck together here. So 668 is here. A low liner right at the second baseman. He makes the catch for the out. That's not right. 668 for the strikeouts, sorry. That was a line drive. 668. Fastball a little low, but the umpire calls strike 3. So, umpire may have missed that one. Seemed a little bit low, but he gets the strikeout. And that's going to be out number 1 as O'Neal Cruz goes down with yet another strikeout for Hunter Green. Green with a 34% strikeout percentage against lefties. He's facing 2 in a row here. He struck out lefties 4 times so far at the top of the order. Reynolds is batting left-handed against Green, and he will be a 1-6 for control. So this is off the pitcher. 478 is going to be a strikeout. So back-to-back Ks for Hunter Green. And that'll bring up the third hitter, Andrew McCutchen. 15 for McCutcheon, that'll come off the pitcher card. And 832, as they finally get to him, he leaves one out over the plate. And McCutcheon with a base hit. That will be off the wall in left field, so he rips one off the wall, but he only gets a single. And McCutcheon is going to be at first with a single. McCutcheon runs at a -2. He steals at a 0. So let's see what his lead is like. A 724 on his lead is going to be normal. Is there a pickoff attempt? There is a pickoff attempt. So let's see what that pickoff attempt, what happens there. And 830. And he is going to be back safely. So Carlos Santana to the plate. I usually just kind of give him one per at bat, but you can do multiple pickoff attempts if you want to. Just try it again until there's not one. 850. This is off Santana's card. 850 is going to be a base hit. So back-to-back hits. As the Pirates have something going. That's a grounder down the left field line. Andrew McCutcheon is a -2. I believe that's going to be a hold. They're cautious anyway, going first to third. So, yeah. So that's going to be a hold for them. And that will put runners at first and second for Kanan Smith and Jigba. We're paying attention to Hunter Green here, who's getting into deep territories. He's 2 outs into the 8th. Still looking good. Don't know if I changed that or not, so I'll change it. And we have Smith and Jigba is 1 for 3. He is going to control this at bat. 206 against a right-hander is going to be a grounder. That goes to second base, and the catch is made at second. Let's see what happens on the play. Got runners at first and second, so we're looking here. And 823 is going to be a 4-3 put out when there are 2 outs. That's the 2-out play. So we go 4-3 on the put out, and it will be the second baseman India who makes the throw. So the Pirates strand 2 more as Hunter Green gets into the first trouble he's been in for a while. But they can't get the big hit, and they strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's get a new pitcher. We're going to put in David Bednar. Don't know much about. I didn't separate my cards like that so that I know who the main pitchers are for the season or when they come up. So this is 2 runs. Moreta gives up nothing, really. So no hits, no runs, no walks. And it'll be David Bednar coming in. So he comes in here to face the top of the order. It'll be Jonathan India, TJ Friedel, and Jake Fraley. So India is 0 for 3. He walked and scored in his last at bat, though. So he's facing a right-hander. He will be a 1-9 for control. So 252 off of India's card is a fly ball. That is out to left field and caught by the left fielder, Brian Reynolds, who's been busy in this game. Brings up TJ Friedel. Friedel with a 3-run jack in his last at bat as he hit a screamer down the line in left field. And this time it's not going to be his to control the at bat. It'll be the pitcher, 423. against the lefty is going to be a strikeout. So just into a strikeout range as TJ Friedl goes down by a strikeout for the first time. He's going to finish this game 1 for 4. And that brings up Jake Fraley. Fraley, a couple of strikeouts, but he had a single in there as well. This comes off the pitcher card as well, and a 749 against a lefty is going to be a walk. 2-out walks are tough. He's got a stealing of a 1, and a 167 will be a normal lead. There's no pickoff attempt. So, Tyler Stevenson to the plate. Stevenson with a 9. This will be controlled by the pitcher. So 331 against a righty is going to be a fly ball. That's a fly ball out to right field and caught in right field by Smith and Jigba. So that'll be, because it's the 3rd out, that's going to be all she wrote. So we head to the top of the 9th inning. That should have been, he should be down to 0, I think. So we head to the top of the 9th inning. It is Hunter Green on the mound. He is hunting, as it were, for a complete game victory on day number 1 of the season. Probably wouldn't do this. He's probably not stressed out enough for that, but we're going to leave him in there because we're on the tabletop and he's still got plenty left in the tank. He'll be facing off against Ke'Bryan Hayes, Jack Suwinski, and Bae-Ji Hwan. So Hayes is 1 for 3. He had a single back in the first inning. That hasn't done much since then, which most of the Pirates haven't done anything really since the first inning. This is, he's a 1 to 8 for control, so this come off of his card. 0.54 though is going to be a ground ball. And that goes to 768. That'll be a grounder to third, no problem. At third base for Spencer Steer, as he makes a strong throw to first, and that's going to be out number 1. He gets the speedy Ke'Bryan Hayes, although speed not showing up really on this card. Brings up Jack Suwinski. Suwinski 0 for 3, and this will be off Suwinski's card. 336 against a righty is going to be a line drive, and that liner goes to right field, and 166. The right fielder is going to make a play on a sinking liner. Nice catch out there and right by Will Myers. So we're going to go L9. And Hunter Green now 1 step away from a complete game victory on opening day. He'll face Bae-Ji Hwan. Bae is a 1-4 for control, so he actually gets control of the at-bat. A 118 against a righty is a grounder. He rolls over this one to the first baseman. No problem at first. He's going to toss to the pitcher covering. And Hunter Green with another 1-2-3 inning as he shuts down completely the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cincinnati wins this one by a score of 5-7-8-2 on opening day. Let me come back with the final totals here. All right, and let's finish this one up. It'll be an 8-2 victory for Cincinnati on opening day in 2023. They beat Pittsburgh 8-2. For Pittsburgh, it's 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. For Cincinnati, it's 8 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Player of the game, Hunter Green, who throws a complete game. He gives up 8 hits over those 9 innings, just 2 runs, no walks, and 10 strikeouts. That's how you keep that endurance up. Look, that he still had 6 left on his endurance, so getting stronger even as the game goes by. He gave up back-to-back home runs in the first to Brian Reynolds and Andrew McCutchen, and then after that, basically nothing. There was 1 thread here in the 8th, but Hunter Green completely locked down Pittsburgh. Mitch Keller takes the loss, 5 2/3, gives up 8 hits and 6 runs. 3 walks and 4 Ks. Pitched well, but got himself into trouble here in the middle. Gave up a solo home run in the second to Tyler Stevenson, a 2-run shot to Jason Bosler, a 3-run homer to TJ Friedel, and then a solo home run to Tyler Stevenson. Tyler Stevenson was the offensive player of the game. He goes 4 for 5, 2 home runs, a double, a single, and 2 RBIs. So Tyler Stevenson showing up, batting in the 4 spot and cleaning off the bases with some frequency. This is Precision Baseball. The 2023 season is now available. You can go to clarkandaddisongaming.com and pick up this season for just $12, if you can believe it. Even if you don't like it, $12 isn't a whole lot to lose. And so I think you will like it, especially if you're watching this. You're seeing how it plays out. It's a detailed game, but it is playable. It's not so unplayable or so much math or anything like that, but just kind of a lot of moving parts. You use some things a lot. You use some things very infrequently. So just kind of having those things around as you need them is sort of a key to the game. So, we're using these two a lot. We're using these runner advancement on line drives and fly balls. And then you're using these are all the fielding and base running charts. And then this is for all of your hits and then sort of ballpark dimensions as those come into play for each ballpark. And then you have sort of your command center here with your score sheet. I like to use digidugout.com for my pre-filled score sheets for as played lineups, but you can use any score sheet that you want to and any lineups that you want to. And then our control center here for keeping track of pitcher stamina, pitchers on this side, lineups on this side. It sort of tells you those things if you look where everything goes. This gives you sort of a reminder about how to do the stamina. So it's -1 for a batter faced, -1 extra for a walk, so it's -2 for a walk. It's -1 if the pitcher's making more starts than normal. So if you have a season replay going and your pitcher pitches beyond what his normal starts are, then you would take 1 off at the top of the game. +1 for a strikeout, +1 for a 1-2-3 inning, +1 for a double play, +1 if there are no runs scored when the bases are loaded, and then +1 after a mound visit. So you saw me do a mound visit out to Mitch Keller. It wound up not helping him very much, but what that does is once you get down to 0 like this, every result comes off the batter card, so the pitcher doesn't factor in. However, if he has, let's say, a strikeout, then he would get a +1. He can't get a -1 for anything because you can't go below 0. So it effectively gives him a +1 and a little bit of like extra ability to get through that inning. And just because the results are coming off of the batter card does not mean that it's always going to be bad. I know sometimes games are like that, where if you get to the batter card, you know it's going to be something good for the batter. It's not necessarily like that in this game. This system that I have of deciding the strength of the batter and the pitcher is just to try to get us to the right card to see who we're gonna look at for the result in this at-bat. And then we leave that a little bit up to chance as well. So it's just leaning in one way or the other. If they're two really bad players, then it'll be mostly 50-50. If they're two really good players, then it'll be mostly 50-50. Kind of an even strength matchup, but try to do that in a very sensible way as well. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on subscribe. If you like this content, just give it a thumbs up. That's a really easy way to support what we're doing. Another good way is to buy something. So go to clarkandaddisongaming.com and purchase something. We have football, basketball, baseball. There's all types of games for all types of gamers. Some are quick play, some are medium play, some are long play like this one. So just take a look at those, you can go to the free section. There are free things to download, both resources and games, like demos. And also some of the game guides are free as well. And feel free to check out other videos on this channel. I got lots of different stuff for football, baseball, and for basketball. So just check out those videos and you'll be able to see these games in action. All right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.